I'm having a horrible time right now because of the project you're joining. And I'm kind of in a panic. You still want to hold my hand? I probably wanted to direct a feature since I started film school in 2001. Directing a feature is the top thing. It's always been the biggest, best thing you could get to do. When I was in school, I had no idea when I might get a chance to shoot a feature, but when I got hired back here to teach, I thought the day is imminent. But there was this long stretch of writing something and it not being the right fit, or something being wrong with it, or problems, until finally it was like, well, I guess it's just you, Nick. Maybe you should do something. We had already been the school that cried feature film every summer for 12 years before finally getting this close. And so if we were a month out and everyone was still expecting we were doing it, and then we didn't do it, I don't know. I was afraid the whole program would fall apart. Every student would be like, this place sucks, our teachers are all liars, no one's ever gonna do a feature here, and we should go to film school somewhere else. Wrote the first draft in 4 days, wrote a new draft based on feedback or my own thoughts or whatever, inspiration, every day until it was time to shoot, and then just started shooting. Thank you for this opportunity, and help us to get out of the way, to work hard and make what you're trying to do possible. Bless our efforts, help us to give each other the benefit of the doubt, help us to be kind, and help us to have some energy throughout these weeks to come. Amen. It only took a day or two to start realizing, oh, wait a minute, maybe these students know a couple things, or at least maybe they're learning them right now. Something's magical in the air, and it's making it so that the stuff that we're shooting, I'm not hating. In fact, I kind of like it a little bit.
It sounds corny, but I want to say my experience on set was life-changing.
Very difficult and fun and difficult.
It really created a desire within me to do more films because it was just such a good experience.
I started out with really low expectations. Then all of a sudden, very quickly, I got all this hope. Like, oh, look out, it could be kind of good. And we could be like professionals. And then I dreamed this big.
I got to feel that camaraderie that is the film program.
Instantly, they made me feel like invited, important.
Everyone really, at the beginning and end of the day would pitch in.
And everybody, I think, was equally committed from the beginning to the end. I don't think there was any slips in that.
I've never felt quite as alone as I feel in the last few days trying to make this movie.
It was 100% successful.
All things considered, I would give it, like a 9.8 out of 10 or something like that.
It was everything you'd hope it would be.
If it's good, then we all win. If it's bad, everybody else wins because of experience, and I lose because it's my name on the bad thing.
I was a genius and decided to still wear it even though we were filming a different scene, and then I got paint all over it.
Hold. Ready, Jared? Ready. Do your best. Ah! Okay.
Whoops.
Cuts.
We got paint on the shirt, so we colored the shirt brown, but now the brown paint is coming off, and now we have to figure out how to, because it was open and now it's not open.
You were not supposed to throw some at her. She's not the shot.
I'm so sorry.
I think I just realized that Nick is very human.
He stopped being this professor that's supposed to know the answers and supposed to guide you through school, and more like this person who cares about the thing you do, which is filmmaking.
I know that after principal photography, after we were done shooting, he was feeling bad for how he was on set some different times.
Started to act like a jerk sometimes to get my results. But it's like all the same feelings or worse right now. I feel like in the worst of production, it was just so hard to get people to be who I knew they could be, as professional as I wanted them to be. And so I would turn to being an authoritarian leader rather than sort of like a relational, caring leader. And I started to put the movie and the results of the movie ahead of the people. Mostly in small ways, probably mostly stuff that I saw or felt myself that sort of wrecked me a little bit. But it still happened. Right now we're in this phase where like, I have people who are supposed to be professionals and I am paying them money and I cannot get them to finish their work. And I don't understand. Imagine the assumption out there in the air that everything's great. It's working. But the reality is everything I just told you. And then imagine what it feels like when somebody passes me in the hall and is like, "It's not done yet?" No, it's not. I wonder if it's because I haven't been trying hard enough. No, that's not it.
I would be like, oh yeah, like they're all like editing it and stuff.
I definitely thought that it was going to be done sooner.
I feel like it was hoped to go faster.
I felt like it was like one person doing a lot of things, but I didn't really feel like anything was going on necessarily.
I was definitely anxious to see the finished project.
I think when you're in charge and you're a director, there's an idea like you're supposed to have it together.
It was hard because, you know, we put a lot of work into it and not really being able to see tangible evidence.
I'm talking about professionals. Sometimes professionals I'm paying thousands of dollars to. And the deadline was over a month ago to get their portion done. And I'm waiting to get it done. And this project is deprioritized. And I don't know why, and I don't exactly know what to say to people. Except that I know the solution could be a jerk. I know I could get my results if I was just a jerk. So what should I do? It feels like everybody was really excited and on board for the production part. Because the production part is the sexy part, right? It's the part that everybody wants to have a bunch of fun and like hang out. And it's super like team, everybody in it all together. And now it's just me. It's just me, sometimes with one other person, alone in a room, and like, I just want it to get done, and it's like all riding on me, and I'm just blowing the last of the money trying to get like this piece finished and this piece finished because I can't do it all in time. But we're supposed to show it to people in like a month. The feature is bigger and harder than people realize. And I'm not saying people shouldn't want to do it. But it's like having a kid. You have no idea what you want until you suddenly have the thing in your arms and you're like, oh, it's crying and pooping all over me. But it's mine. And I have to help it grow up now. Taking that further, like, I guess that is what I'm saying. Is I sort of feel like a single parent. And aren't you supposed to have somebody else to help?
Just don't think I can can do it anymore. I can't do this.
This?
This existence. This job. Everything about it makes me feel like my head's inside of a washing machine, just banging around and around and around. What's the use? What's the use in even trying? The great students, they don't need your help, and the others, they don't listen. All I want is something back, just a little something back. I'd like to be able to clock in at work and then sit at a cubicle all day, and then clock out at the end of the day without thinking, did I teach that child enough? Did I brush that child off? Is it my fault that that kid is failing?
Are you upset about caring for people?
Sounds terrible when you say it like that. Maybe I am.
Who do you think made you to care? And who do you think made a place for you to care?
No. But it's so hard.
Did I promise easy?
I know. I know. It's a terrible dream. Wake me up. Please.
Hey, you gotta come see this.
What? How? Who?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Mr. Pitts?
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Pitts?
Yes! Yes! It's Mr. Pitts. I'm in here.
Yeah, just hold on, buddy.
Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness, like a fetter, bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above.
If you'd known how things were gonna go, would you agree to be the director and to do it?
If I had known it was going to be like this, would I have still done it? Not for me. But probably.
Why?
Because it was always for you guys.